Psychology can help you to understand your own and other people's behavior. Today, I am sharing with you the top 15 ways you can use psychology in your everyday life. Some people might call these hacks, some people might call them shortcuts, and some people might even call it manipulation. But, hey, as long as it works. Number 1, check eye color for instant charisma. Science shows maintaining eye contact just a little longer than most people do naturally instantly increases your charm. So, to force yourself to do this, simply check a person's eye color when you first meet him or her. The extra beat or two it takes for you to determine the color of someone's eyes will make you instantly more likable. Mine are hazel, by the way. Also, taking that extra half second to gaze into somebody's eyes shows you are confident and present. But make sure to move your eyes away periodically because a constant stare really kind of creeps people out. Number 2 is to look at people's feet to assess their interest in speaking to you. Interrupting people when they are in the middle of an important conversation is one of the most annoying things you can do. It shows that you really have no social skills whatsoever. So when you approach a group of people already in conversation, pay attention to their bodies. If they turn only their torsos towards you and not their feet, it means they aren't really interested in talking to you. But if they turn both their torso and their feet towards you, it means they are welcoming you into their conversation. Also, if you want to find out if someone actually wants to be speaking to you or is searching for an excuse to leave instead, just glance down at their feet. If they're pointed towards you, they're engaged in your conversation. If they're pointed away from you, their mind is probably elsewhere and they really want to bolt. So you can use it as a cue for you to leave instead. Number 3, don't give rewards for something somebody already enjoys doing. When your kid actually likes practicing the piano or your employee really enjoys that hard task you just gave them, then don't bribe either of them with some sort of reward for their effort. When we pay people to do things, their sense of intrinsic motivation, which is enjoying the activity for its own sake, is really diminished. Number 4, make sure you look just as good going as you do coming. We all know how important first impressions are, but it is essential to nail your last impression too. Because when recalling something later on, people are more likely to recall their first and last memories of a person or event. So when you're looking to impress and be remembered, think carefully about how to leave on a high note. Think of an athlete retiring at the height of his career. It keeps people wanting more. Number 5, and this is for all of you who work in customer service, put a mirror behind you at the counter and calm down angry customers when they approach you to give you a piece of their mind. This way, these irritated customers who come up to the desk will have to see themselves in the mirror behind you, and the chances of them behaving irrationally lowers significantly. No one wants to see themselves act like a jerk. Number 6, make people like you with something called the Ben Franklin effect. This psychological effect is attributed to an observation of Benjamin Franklin's, how'd you guess that, right? Who noticed that when you do somebody a favor, you will eventually like them more than you did before you did them the favor. So why is this? Well, your brain dislikes cognitive dissonance and fights against situations where our beliefs and our actions do not line up together. So when you do something nice for somebody that you don't particularly have warm and fuzzy feelings for, your brain is going to decide that the recipient of your help must be a cooler person than you originally thought. Number 7, here's how you get that song out of your head. We've all been there, that song that won't stop playing over and over and over on a loop inside of your head. And this is because of a psychological phenomenon known as the Zeigarnik effect, which basically says that your brain will keep reminding you of unfinished tasks. That's why to-do lists are such mind-clearing tools when you write them down. I do love myself a good to-do list. So to get that song out of your head, just listen to it all the way to the end, singing along as you usually do. Then ta-da, it's gone. Number 8, warm your hands for a better first impression. Nobody likes a limp and cold handshake, and I'll admit it, I am totally guilty of judging people by their handshake. Ensure that you make the best possible first impression by simply rubbing your hands together before you meet. And then give somebody a nice solid handshake and you'll be on your way to impressing someone right out of the gate. Number 9, the more questions you ask, the more liked you will be. Charisma is not a mysterious gift. All you need to do to be more charming is to ask more questions. People love talking about themselves, and when you ask someone a question about themselves, they get a chance to do that. So whether this is in a job interview or meeting someone's parents for the first time or even on a first date, people will walk away from you in a much better mood because they got to talk about themselves. And as a side note, they'll also have a positive opinion of you, although they subconsciously don't know why. Hey, that's why we call these things psychological hacks, huh? Number 10, make Wednesday a day to look forward to. Everybody looks forward to the weekend, but that always seems such a long way away when you're getting up on Monday morning, right? But if you plan something fun every Wednesday, you're gonna look forward to that in the beginning of the week. So whether it's a dinner out or a glass of wine or a fun workout class or a binge watch of your favorite television show, you're gonna get over the hump of the week and the weekend will seem super close after that. Number 11, when you need a favor, never say, I need a favor. Open with, I need your help. In most cases, people will accept your request and help you out. And this occurs because we don't really like the guilt of not helping somebody out when they need it. And we don't want people to think we're a selfish ass. And deep inside, we do like to be the one who's helping somebody. Number 12, if you want to get a positive response from someone, nod while you talk. This one is extremely powerful and also a bit manipulative. So use it with your own responsibility and in an ethical way. Getting a positive response from someone is usually what we want. Whether it's making a sale or promoting a viewpoint, we always want to get people on board with us. So nodding while you try to deliver your message is a powerful way to get the person to agree with you. People usually like mimicking, so they will probably nod back while you talk. This will subsequently communicate to their brains that they have to agree with you. Number 13, want to see if someone's paying attention to what you're saying? Fold your arms. Usually when we're in the middle of a conversation, and especially if we're talking about something that's really important to us, we get lost in our talking and really don't pay attention to whether the other person is following us or not. So instead of losing time talking to a person who's distracted or might not even care what you're talking about, fold your arms while you're talking and see if the person follows your move. If the other person is observing you and paying attention, they will most likely mimic you. This is also a way to build rapport if you're on the other side of the fence. Matching somebody's body language and speaking patterns make you seem more like the person you are speaking to, and people tend to like themselves. By default, they're going to like you too. Number 14, worry about how you are saying something more than what you're saying. People usually focus on emotion and not on the subject. My son's in Toastmasters and I always tell him this, you can have the most boring speech in the world, but if you can evoke emotions from your audience, you're gonna have a successful speech. You either want to excite them or make them laugh or intrigue them, leave a little mystery so the other person has to invest energy to hear more. And if you want to be persuasive too, do not use the words I think and I believe. These words do not evoke confidence and the other person will probably not take you seriously. Change your words to I know and I will. And here's my bonus hack, and something your mom has probably always told you, make sure you stand up straight. Nothing says confidence like good posture. And even if you don't feel confident, standing up straight is a great psychological trick to faking it. That's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something that might help you out one day. And don't forget to show me the like by hitting the thumbs up button down below, or show me the love by leaving me a comment and telling me a psychological hack that you have that you want to share with everybody. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.